God gives Moses a plan, but he doesn't really know the full plan. He has some steps to carry out. He has something he's given to say to the elders. He's told they will listen, and that they can all go together to Pharaoh and ask permission to sacrifice to their God. None of that really happens as far as we know from what we're told, and we'll get to all these parts of the story, but let's look at this for a minute from this perspective. God gives this plan knowing that it's not going to happen. This was his plan. This is what he wanted to happen. In a way, he wasn't leading a rebellion. He was asking for his people to be allowed to acknowledge him. At the same time, God also says to Moses that he knows Pharaoh is not going to let them go unless compelled. God knows the end game. He sees the future. He knows how it's going to play out. He knows people's decisions before they make them. He knows their next move. He's never caught off guard in a chess game. It's not a game to him. Satan tries to play his hand, but God comes to it off in the place of victory. There is no game to play because it's game over. Have you ever asked the Lord, what if? There is no what if from God's perspective. There was no plan B if Pharaoh surprised him and let them go worship. He knew how Moses was about to react and mess up the plans for talking to the elders and Pharaoh. He knew it all. There is no what if about your future. No regret about how it should have played out another way. Remember the I am of today and don't ask about the what if of the past or the future. Even though you may have made a wrong choice, it was known and figured for. He's still working things out for your good if you're his child. Not that we have a license to stumble, but it is a comfort to know that our failures don't mean we need to be kicked out of God's story. They become just another plot twist in the great story of God's glorious redemption of his people.